Alright guys, hello and welcome back to the next episode of our F1M24 career mode. As you guys can see, we're basically left off where we were at the end of the last episode. 300k into the positive. Our finances are on the lower end because of our board. They're not confident with our spending throughout the year. As we head into the later part of the season, we have this episode of Monza, Singapore, and Spa, and then the finale episode of Mexico, Vegas, and Sao Paulo. We're going to be simulating Monza and Singapore, and then we're going to be doing Spa this episode manually, and then like last season, we're going to be doing Mexico, Vegas, and Sao Paulo will be the finale, which we will be doing manually as well. Do I have any spoilers? No, I do not. That is good. Chassis stuff. Basically throwing our money into extra parts throughout the rest of the season. I might be able to get one more research in for the rest of the season. Way less than I expected for us to have, which may not be a good thing for us. But for recording, after setting up our new desk, I'm actually looking up at the monitors right now, which it's a little bit more comfortable. I have my tower sitting up a lot lower, so it's a lot better, and I feel a lot more comfortable where it's at, and a lot better for the airflow because heat does rise. It's not as high. It's still plenty off the ground. But enough of that. We're sitting in third place ahead of Red Bull in the constructor standings. Driver standings: Fernando Alonso P5, Vesti P8. And throughout the last two episodes, we have dropped down to P8 in the standings for fastest pit stop. So without further ado, we'll see you guys for the results of Monza. Alright, here we are for the results of Monza. Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, another McLaren 1-2, Vesti dropping down from P2, Fernando Alonso dropping down from P3. So, we, who started in first? Is my question. I don't know. Oh, it was Max Verstappen, Vesti, front row, Alonso, Perez, second row. Okay, so yeah. McLaren pushing ahead, high-tech GP pushing strong, still holding on to P5 and P8, closing in on Charles Leclerc for P4 in the driver standings from Fernando Alonso, and we are increasing our gap on Red Bull. And who knows, maybe we can somehow make it to second place in the constructors by the end of the season, but we'll have to wait and see. As we got sixth, we got a 1992 for 8 points, as we're still fighting Sauber for those 2 points difference between us both. So that was our fastest pit stop. Loss of 300k. They both reached their contract bonuses for their race. And we did get another warning from our board of directors. As you guys can see here, no confidence. We are in the positive because of our plans, but we bought some extra parts, so we're gonna go ahead and save as much as we can and only spend them on parts when we need them. We bought extra parts now, try to get us to the end of the last episode. But we'll have to wait and see. We're 4.4 and our finances are in the negative projected balance. So we're going to go ahead and skip forward for the results of the Singapore sprint and feature race. We'll see you guys shortly. All right, here we are for the sprint results for Singapore. Piastri, Albon, Lando Norris, another McLaren 1-2, Vesti finishing in P8. And Fernando Alonso starting and finishing in P11. So it's a decent finish for Vesti for the standings. It's another strong finish for McLaren. Let's go ahead and see you guys here in a second for the feature race results here in Singapore. All right, here we are for the feature race results in Singapore. Oscar Piastri, P1, Lando Norris, P4 for the McLaren Constructors Championship. Vesti, P2, Fernando Alonso dropping down on P9, so that's a decent amount of points for us. Alonso holding on a P5, Sergio Perez 1 point behind him, getting 15 points during this race. Vesti increasing the gap on Logan Sargent, 153 to 104. Albon moves up into P10 against Carlos Sainz. As we move on to Constructors, McLaren has clinched the Constructors Championship with 12 wins, 20 podiums, 9 fastest laps, 11 pole positions, and 20 out of 20 for the race. As we are nearing the end, that leaves our fight with McLaren, or our fight with Ferrari, which they're up towards 500, so I don't think we'll be able to catch them, but we are 50 points ahead of Red Bull, so we are looking to defend that spot. And it looks like Audi Sport is moving up into P7. That is a big chunk of money, especially how we did earlier in the series, I think season 2 to season 3. But we still have plenty of races to go between us and Red Bull in order to get that chunk of money. We didn't get top 10 for fastest pit stop. Sitting back still at 9, 4 points behind Audi Sport. That's fine. 2.1, 2.2, and Vesti got his driver bonus and Alonso didn't, so we get a handful of money from that. That is okay. More research has been completed. We'll go ahead and replace that. Go ahead and replace that on his car. Check powertrain stuff. Powertrain stuff should be good to the end of the season, I'm hoping. Post-race ATR, driver development. Driver development. Nothing has changed. New side plate design for Red Bull. Williams. Yeah, I don't know. A new ATR period started. Sweet. So we can throw down some more research. Do our training. Our guys are looking good. Still. They're looking good for Mexico as well. So we'll go ahead and confirm the standard. Monthly attributes 72, 61, 78. Doing is 66 or 76. Pato is 74, 73, and 59. We're trying to get Tina up to the 70s, but it's been a real challenge for her. But we'll have to wait and see. So we will go ahead and do a little bit more admin stuff, try to spend our money wisely, and we'll see you guys for qualifying here in Belgium. All right, here we are for the results of practice 3. Spent a lot of time in practice 2 and 3 getting our drivers on the track more. We finished our setups like right into practice 2. Awasa causing an incident with Leclerc, I believe it was. I could be wrong, I don't remember. But he smashed into another car, which doesn't make the weekend any better for Mercedes, let alone their season so far. But let's go ahead and get right in qualifying. 99% on Alonso's, but it's basically 100% for us.
We're moving on now to the all-important qualifying session.
Qualifying at Spa is one of the most exciting sessions of the year, and the season's longest lap leaves little margin for error. Drivers need to give it their all whilst avoiding any mistakes.
We're looking at McLaren.
I don't know what's
here.
going on with those
Karun,
tires there.
How do you think their driver will be feeling today?
Well, Crofty, here is a driver who's just oozing confidence right now. We could see the impact it's having, and I'm sure that'll carry through to qualifying.
Fortunately for us, it's nearly time for them to hit the track.
As I said earlier, McLaren has clinched the constructor standings, and we are looking to hold our third place spot ahead of Red Bull. So that is going to be our main fight today, and hopefully we can keep Alonso in 5th in the driver standings as well. So let's go ahead and get our guys out here, and we'll see you guys at the end of this session to see if we get through this session.
Here we are then, reaching turn 13.
And it's gonna be Liam Lawson spin,
And that's the moment the car plows into the wall,
causing a
that
red
will have knocked
flag.
their confidence, I'm sure.
That is not good.
The team glued to the monitors and watching their hopes crumble away.
Well, luckily, both of our drivers have gotten times down. That's gonna be a restart for our guys. We'll go on the same sets, and we'll go from there. So we'll see you guys at the end of the session. All right, here we are at the end of the session. 2 personal bests. Well, personal bests all around for both of our drivers so far. Alonso coming across the line here shortly. Currently P10, 139, pushing himself up into P3. We have an Audi coming across the line next, ahead of Vesti. See if it's Albon. It is Albon. Moving up into P6, that's going to be Vesti next up. See where he improves. He's up to P2, so that's both of our drivers into Q2 here in Spa. So we'll see you guys at the end of session 2 to see if we get into the top 10 shootout. All right, here we are at the end of session 2.
Yeah, it's impossible with these guys.
Personal best sector
Copy that.
2 for Alonso. Coming across the line, see if he can improve overall. Not quite. Vesti, he had a lot of traffic here. Vesti, he's up into P2.
Good lap, that last one.
See if Alonso can hold
Slow it
on to
down.
P7 here.
Copy.
He's got Giovinazzi.
At one point you tell me we are safe, eh?
Ocon coming through next.
Okay, copy. Understood.
No improvement. We Sonoda coming through. Albon, Sainz, Giovinazzi. Giovinazzi knocks Hauger out. Sainz. Yeah, Hauger's out. Sainz to knock Giovinazzi out. Hauger in. Alonso, no improvement. So we are into Q3. So we will see you guys at the end of the top 10 shootout. All right, here we are at the end of the shootout. Personal best for Alonso so far. Personal best in sector 1 for Vesti. He's currently P2. Alonso looking to improve his position, coming through the bus stop chicane here. See how much farther ahead he is. He's about a second off pace. It's gonna be P3. See if Vesti can improve here for front or pole position. That is not a pole position. See where Perez ends up. He's coming through sector 2 right now. See if he can push himself to the front row. Still no pole position for our team as Perez comes into the pits. Let's get to this race weekend.
Well, it's a fantastic turnout. as it always is here in Belgium, as we prepare for 44 laps around Spa.
Motor car racing didn't have the best of starts at Spa-Francorchamps. Only one driver registered for the very first car race back in 1921, so a motorbike race replaced it instead. Times have changed, and now Spa is a solid fixture on the F1 calendar.
This circuit was built in 1921, and even though its length was halved in 1979, the Belgian Grand Prix is still one of the longest, fastest, and most magical races on the F1 calendar. Well, there's nothing quite like it. Welcome along to race day. Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action. A short moment of time to themselves to focus on the race ahead.
It's a P2 start for them, an excellent opportunity, and no doubt they'll be looking to grab it with both hands.
And it looks like we're good to go. Get ready, it's the Belgian Grand Prix.
All right, you see Vesti turned in on the McLaren there on the front
And
row.
away we go.
Make sure we have all of our stuff turned on. I'm not going to do any fancy movement or fancy work with our tire life.
Keep battling away. Copy.
I feel confident in our tire wear that we can handle this one stop. So what the rest of the grid is like. A Wassa on a two-stop, more than likely on those hard tires. Maybe, we'll see. Oh, Vesti trying to make a move here.
Okay, you can pick up the pace.
Not quite there yet. We dropped 3 laps of fuel, so hopefully that'll help. Alonso will slow his pace down. We need Vesti to put pressure on Piastri. Both Red Bulls behind us, so that is not helpful right now for our constructors fight. They are still about 60 points behind us, though. Perez losing position to Verstappen in the Ferrari. So does I don't know. Yeah, Norris had a back at the field start. Lawson had that wreck in qualifying, and Alonso had that 3-place grid penalty. I think the conserving fuel is not helping us, but I'm sure the DRS will help up in Sector 1 and Sector 2. Let's take a look at the driver standings currently. Oscar Piastri. Looks like he's going to be the Constructors Champion. I'll have to look back in the results of our other seasons to see who our previous champions are.
5 tenths behind.
But we're going to see if Vesti can close in on him here.
Let's try to take opportunity.
There's a move on the inside there.
The tires required.
Now it's up to Alonso. We have broken away from the top 10. Take a look at this replay. Nice move on the outside here. Easy move. Not really viable for a thumbnail. We have Vesti in front. Piastri P2, Alonso P3. We'll have Alonso push here. See if he can pass him on the back end. Now he's gonna fall back. Piastri's putting pressure on Vesti again. It's gonna be Hamilton in the Aston Martin with an issue.
I cannot push any harder than this. Okay, let's get on it. Still everything to play for.
Alright, we've got battery.
Just cool your
Or at
tires.
least another 2 laps, maybe.
Copy.
We'll see. But we're gonna go ahead and sim forward maybe 10 laps or so and see what happens. Alright, here we are on lap 10, almost to lap 11, as Alonso is fending off Piastri. They're going back and forth. Piastri looking to make another move here with DRS out of the bus stop chicane, making a move here on the right side, the inside. Little bit of
Copy
contact, pushing him through. And a very aggressive push from Piastri. They've been going back and forth.
No worries,
And
mate.
you can tell because it is
Oh, behind us,
8.6
Verstappen.
seconds of the gap between Vesti and P2. Here's that move again on the replay. Very aggressive move on the inside. Little bit of contact there. I don't know if that'll be flagged as a incident, but we'll see. 8.5 is the gap between Vesti and Piastri. He's already up on the top of the hill up there. But he's looking strong. And we're not really giving him any commands for fuel. They're conserving. It's already lap 11 and they're already halfway through their kilograms of conserving. And then another 6.2 gap between Verstappen and Alonso, who just newly shown in the engine component issues. So we have Stroll with the fastest lap in V5, Sainz, Leclerc fighting for position, Perez, Hauger, Awasa, and I believe Sargent went in for an early pit stop onto medium tires. He's the only person who's come in for a stop already, which makes me think that they either had an issue or they're committing to a 2-stop here, which is not ideal. But we have Piastri and Alonso. Alonso's already 2.1 seconds back behind him. So we'll have him push some battery and see if we can keep up.
Mode push, please. Mode push.
While we look at it, we're gonna look at our tire life a little bit. Looking pretty good here. But we'll see what we can do. As we're holding off the podium. So we'll see when we get there.
Copy.
And it's gonna be a safety car. What happened here? It's gonna be
Safety car.
it's gonna be at the bus stop.
Charge on.
It's gonna be Liam Lawson, who crashed in practice or in qualifying. Got rear-ended by Hamilton, looks like. It's gonna be a big crash here. I don't know if ours will last.
And as for the team back in the garage, that was a tough moment to watch.
I don't know if, yeah, Lawson and Hamilton out. I don't know if hard tires will work here. Hard tires? That is a bold move. We could go curb mediums. I don't know what I want to do here. Oh my god. I can't double stop. Or can I? Wait, hold on. How far ahead are my drivers? Okay. 13 seconds. All right, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna curb. I'm gonna curb Alonso and have him go mediums. Because standard won't make it. That's just a rough, like a rough aggressive on, like, if you guys haven't done this strategy before, avoid high risk curb and aggressive is pretty much equivalent to a level 2. It's a mix between, but I feel like we can do it. And then we'll go hards. Yeah, we'll go curb hards. You know what? We'll go curb medium on both. I might actually not have to with Bestie. We'll try it and go from there. So double stop under safety car. They are 13 seconds apart. Go from there. Mediums to 10 lap earlier, or 7 lap earlier pit stop. What is that lap? What lap are we on? Lap 13, I think is what it said. Yeah.
Try to reduce curb use and it's unsettling the car.
Copy.
Go harvest.
Charge on.
Understood.
Alright, Vesty is coming in for a stop. Hamilton gets a penalty for the next race. Probably not. I don't know how it works. Vesty's coming in. We have Alonso coming around the bus stop. Got plenty of time. Plenty of time here. Yup, plenty of time. Everybody's coming in, I believe.
And that's currently P1.
Yeah, everybody's
Behind you
coming
is
in.
Piastri.
Everybody's coming in. Sargent's staying out. Hauger's gonna stay out.
P3 at the moment.
Because
Piastri
they
is
are
now the
on
next car.
the 2 stop. Alright.
Verstappen 1.2 seconds behind.
We'll conserve because we are under safety car conditions. We have enough
We
fuel
need to do
now.
full management on this set.
You are on
Copy.
Iris curbs. Pat Piastri behind on mediums. Hauger soft, Perez hards. Oh wow.
It's a big one.
Is he okay?
Caution for debris.
Alright, we'll see you guys at the end of safety car. Alright, safety car in this lap. Vesty is
Safety
leading
car
the
in this lap.
restart.
Get ready.
Yeah, copy.
On click overtake, please.
Yeah, copy.
Put deploy on our guys.
Okay for mode push.
Copy.
We'll go balanced now.
We will not need liftoff.
14 of 44, safety car restart under Frederick Vesty. He's waiting a while for that safety car to go in.
You're good to push. Okay, so the safety car is in the last corner.
Come on. Alright, there we go.
Racing from the line.
There's the restart.
We don't need to worry about management on these tyres, just pushing.
Ferrari's pushing well. Norris up in the pit. Oh, yellow flag.
Joe has some sort of issue.
Oh no.
UK is off.
Safety car,
Why? Why safety car?
Red flag.
charge on. Stay as close to 0 as you can.
Copy.
Giovinazzi
Do
Russell
whatever you
out.
need for tyres.
That was a big pileup. Big pileup. We're gonna keep our tires. Yeah, we're gonna keep our tires. Standing restart here in Spa. 4 drivers out of the race.
Our race here resumes as we get back underway. And it's lights out, and away we go.
That was a very
We don't
rough
think we need
start.
any lift and coast.
Okay. Let's lift off, please.
Yeah, copy that.
Joe still having that wing damage. Oh no, this is gonna suck for them. They're gonna fall back. They are falling back pretty rough too. 4 out of the 10 teams have drivers out of the 11 teams have drivers out of this race. It seems a little bit overcast now, but it's not enough for rain. And our strategy is basically medium tires to the end. We'll give it a few laps to see what Vesti can do here. We're going to leave him on standard for now, while Alonso still tries to push against Piastri, our current driver's champion, as of right now, which I believe he will confirm that. Yeah, 466 against Lando Norris. Max Verstappen is still fighting Charles Leclerc for P3. Yeah, so Oscar Piastri has claimed the driver standings, as McLaren has claimed the constructors. And yeah. So we're gonna let them fight it out as Vesti tries to help out Alonso coming through the bus stop chicane. Joe is just losing a lot of time here.
DRS enabled.
So we'll see you guys when something happens.
Yeah, mate. I don't have that pace.
All right, here we are, lap 28 of 44, and we are flying ahead of the rest of the field. Joe already a lap down, I believe. No, he's... Wow. Where is Joe? No, he is lapped. Joe is lapped. His signs is behind him. Yeah, Joe has roll and yeah, he's a back marker big time. But we did give Alonso team orders to not fight Vesti. Vesti has yet to get a race win in the season. If you look at our stats here in the driver standings, Vesti 0 race wins, 1 sprint win, where Fernando Alonso has 4 wins on the season, 6 podiums. That would give 1 race win and 6 podiums for Vesti. We don't have an animation for him on the podium, but that would be great to get him a win and have him have that boost of confidence towards the end of the season, especially if he does pass S1 Ocon in the standings. So we gave Alonso the order to not fight him. We'll actually give him the order to fall back a little bit, even though he is running on avoid high-risk curbs.
No management required.
And we'll let Vesti push
Copy.
a little
Overtake
bit.
available.
Copy.
We'll probably let him fall back to just about the 1 second mark. Try to keep him around there. Claire at 7.1 behind. Gasly's dropped down to P4. See the overcast weather, but there's no rain in the forecast. I want to have him fall back. $15 laps to go. We'll have him
Slow down
conserve.
now.
We'll sim forward a little bit, see if he
Okay.
falls back. Come on, Alonso. I'm gonna fall back, dude. Thank you. Go standard.
Just pick up the pace.
Yeah. He's a second away. We'll keep him.
We're okay to push a bit harder if you can.
All right. All right, we're gonna go and sim forward and see what happens. All right, another safety car. Alonso's dropped back a lot farther than we would have wanted.
Safety car. Charge on. Stay as close as you can to 0 on the delta.
How far ahead are we? Can we double stop for sauce?
We need to do the full management on this set.
Copy. Understood.
Fuck it, let's
Just
do
keep
it.
looking after your tires.
We have time. We have time. Double stop for sauce. We have time.
Box.
How much time is that? 19 seconds? Will it tell us how much time for the... I forget what the time loss is on a safety car. Okay. All right.
Box.
He's gonna be backed up a little bit, but we're going for it. We have the gap. All right, just in time. No issues. 2.098. We're not on the top 10. 2.082. Everybody else is pitting for stops as well. Oh boy. This is gonna be something.
So behind you, Alonso. Alonso, 4 behind.
All right, we'll go
10
ahead
more
and
laps.
get rid of that. Serve, serve, serve.
Copy.
Might as well
Charge on,
conserve
please.
fuel.
Copy.
Go back to doing lift and coast now.
Copy.
I want you to defend.
Charge on.
Copy.
We need to maintain position.
Why is the strategy on conserve? That's not what we're doing here. We can push. Oh my god. Okay. We'll go aggressive. We will go aggressive for both of our drivers. As Perez and Sargent really made a strong move here. Very smart move on their part. Gasly down to P6. Norris
Just
up to
watch for debris
P9.
on
Norris
the
is gonna get driver of the day, I can tell. Alright. You guys win the safety car and alright.
Safety car in this lap.
Bestie
Get
and
ready.
Alonso
Copy that.
front row. Gonna go ahead and change our stuff now.
You're good to push.
You can save less.
Copy.
We have Alonso set to defend.
Mode
Yes, we
push.
have him set to defend.
Copy.
Set up to Alonso for that racing start.
Okay, the safety car is starting to pull away in front. Same again, racing from the line.
Watching that move. And there's the push. Go on board with Perez. In the Red Bull. As our cars are just
Car
launching
behind is Sergeant.
around the corner. That is Sergeant in P5, not P3.
Okay, let's get on it.
Sector
everything to
1
play for.
incident. I lost,
Two
I had a
cars out.
spin.
Follow the
That
car in
is
front
not
of you, there is
good.
debris.
Oh no. Carlos Sainz spin out of the bus stop chicane. That was a Wassa again. Dude, same thing happened last time, man. That is so bad. Get him out of the team, bro. For real. Perez. Alonso's already a second clear off of Perez. Don't fight your teammate. We want Vesti to have that win.
Copy. Come on, come on.
A long way to go.
Dude, I know you want this win. And I know you're faster, but we're giving Vesti this win. He had such a strong lead. So many cars have issues as we're nearing the end of the season. Your job is to defend.
Okay, copy.
That was a good angle. My ground cam, or whatever it is. We'll let him fight it out on the last 2 laps. How about that? Last 3.
DRS is enabled.
All right. For the last time of this race, we're going to go ahead and sim forward towards the end and see what happens.
Watch for debris.
There's a yellow flag now.
All right, another yellow flag here. Lando Norris. What happened? Did he get slammed in the back? No, that was with Hauger, I believe. Maybe? Or was that Iwasa?
And while all that was happening, the crew in the garage could do nothing but watch on.
That's probably Iwasa. I'm not sure, but Hauger shows that he has damage. Alonso still holding him back behind Vesti. 3 laps to go. 5% chance of rain in 5 minutes. We are on lap 42 of 44. We'll set Vesti to high defense.
So now we prepare for a good defense.
Was Hauger. And we'll set Alonso to attack for the remainder of this race. So it is
Okay.
on them.
2 race laps.
We have Vesti, who has yet to win a race, and we have Alonso, who is the
can
veteran
save less.
of the team. I wish I could remove the HUD more than that. And Alonso making a move on the inside here.
There's progress to be made.
Can Vesti make a move? If he can pass him again, I'm giving him the win. If he can pass him, I'm giving him the win. Final lap, Alonso's still defending. Come on, Vesti. You gotta fight for your win, dude. You gotta fight for it, dude. I'm not just gonna give it to you.
Head back down, we stay in the rhythm.
Move on the inside. There it is. And there is the team order. Don't fight
Try
your
to reduce the
teammate.
hits on the curb.
You made the Actually, no. I want to see if you can hold on to it on his own. I have him set to defend. See if he can hold him off through the back stretch of Sector 3.
Update on tires when you can, please.
Can he defend? That was the wrong button. Alonso's gonna be looking to make a move. He gets cut off by Vesti. Vesti's coming through the chicane. It's gonna be a win for Vesti. First win of the season here in Spa.
You did an amazing job.
Stop at the bridge. P1 waits for the dash.
They're not just here to take part, they're here to win.
Astounding. I don't think anyone would deny them their victory lap after a race like that.
That's the checkered flag.
There's Albon in the Audi up in P3. Piastri P4. Sergeant Perez
Excellent. Thank
P6,
you very much.
P7.
Move slow.
That pushes Vesti ahead of Ocon. Fernando Alonso is still inching closer to Leclerc with Sergio Perez behind him. Audi Sport passes Haas in the standings up to P6. And we're just under 100 points behind Ferrari, increasing our gap to Red Bull. For the constructor standings, we're waiting for Tsunoda to cross the line to finish out the rest of this race.
Karun, what a brilliant drive we just witnessed there.
An inspired strategy from the team there. What a well-deserved win that was.
It's hugs all round for the team. In fact, they all deserve a pat on the back as well for everything that they've achieved. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
I doubt they could be much happier. A win and a podium place. What a great way to round out the weekend.
That is that for this weekend's F1 action here in Belgium.
We're nearing the end of the season and it's time for some serious heat. Stay with us as Formula One moves to Mexico City.
All right, there we have it. Vesti's first win of the season. A little play here at Team Orders because Alonso was just so much easier to pass him. So Vesti has a race win and a sprint win on himself. No pole positions yet this season. And surprisingly, no DNFs from Alonso either. But yeah, Audi moves up to P6 for constructors. Piastri. Hold on, actually, let's take a look here. No, top 10. Mercedes passes Cadillac for P5. We're still P9. All right. And yeah, we lose a little bit of money there. That is fine. More research has been completed. Increased performance rating. Sponsor plan. Side pod research. Underfloor. That's looking good. Feature race. F2 championship result. Andrea Kimi Antonelli. I forgot he's still in F2 in this career save. We have Arvid Lindblad second. Formula 3, not really our problem. But yeah, so race preview, we already did all that. Components, replace. Powertrain is good. Side pod replace, underfloor replace. We are looking good for the rest of the season. Hopefully that doesn't mean we are actually, yeah, let's go to the board. Board confidence, lost confidence, but we are positive. Finances. November, it just says no debt. But we have a month to prove them wrong, and hopefully we can stay within the team for our final season with high tech. Otherwise, I don't know what we're gonna be able to do. So here's the hoping, and hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.